Well, that's the last of the spillage. I'll let it drain up until it stops. One trick which is good to do is because the engine block is, unless you know how you can empty the engine block where there is also part or even half of the liquid, well, not in this case, but anyway, significant amount of liquid inside the engine block. It's good to, well, my opinion, to start the engine when it's spilling out, and when you're flushing the coolant system, it's just a matter of putting a hose into the fill cap, start the engine, and let it run through until you get the clear liquid out of the coolant system. There's a flushing washing agents, and maybe I should have used those to clean up internally the coolant system, but since I don't have it, I'll just pour some fresh coolant, which I have stored there, 60-50 ratio in my case, and when the first spills are coming out with the fresh coolant, I'll just plug the drain plug and fill in the rest of the engine. But anyway, when the engine is running, it's kind of circulating all the old stuff out easier, and since the hose is pushing fresh water in it, it really flushes the engine block too. And as you can see, it's kind of brownish rust thing, even though the original color was red. So I think there is some iron particles in it, so maybe there is even some small parts of rust inside the coolant system or engine block. But yeah, it's a good thing to flush also the engine block, and when you start the engine, there is also the coolant pump pushing through the engine block, so all that stuff what's inside there is coming out too. Unless you flush the engine block, there's always going to be rust or even rust in some cases if it's very poorly maintained. And yeah, it's good practice to have all old stuff out, especially if you are changing the coolant types. You can't mix them, it's not a good practice.